Head to the dump. We're gonna take everybody for a ride. The Ford F-350. Looks like we already got something loose. We gotta stop, readjust. Gosh dang it. Well, maybe not. Anyways, what's up? Everybody out there in YouTube land? There's nobody watching me. That's the best ever. Okay, well, we're just hanging out. Enjoy the ride. Got questions? Ask them. I don't know if you can see anything or not. Oh, that's cool. You guys can hear me, I hope you can, but just thought maybe I'd start filming some of the stuff that I do every day. I do a lot of stuff every day. And this is just part of it. Driving to the dump. Crooked, but you know, gives drama. I am heading to the Tomoka Farms dump in Daytona in my Ford F-350. And after that, I got another house job that I gotta do, go clean up. Just to clean out. It's gonna be a wholesale deal, so they're not wanting to do any repairing or anything like that, property management stuff like that I normally do, so that's okay. But, you know, I've got a bunch of trash left over from a dump job that I did probably about a month ago, actually. And, so now we're heading that way. I gotta stop and tighten the strap. Let me see if I can switch the camera. You guys see it back there? There's a strap right in the center. That's come loose. I need to pull over and tighten that bitch up. Otherwise, Florida's finest is gonna pull me over. Give me some DOT stuff. There's a coffee shop up here. I'm gonna pull over in there. They big parking lot. I don't know about you guys. When you're pulling a trailer, you like big parking lots, so you can like pull in, not have to like do a whole bunch of backing around, because you don't really need to show your backing up skills to everybody all the time. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know, I think it'll ride for a minute. Anyways, what's going on out there in the world? Anything new? I haven't been paying attention to the news. Anything stupid happened in the world in the last few days? I'm sure there is. Nope. I don't know what that was all about. Here's the old coffee shop. extremely busy today. Of course it is, because I'm trying to do something. Shit. Well, let's just see if we can piss everybody off. What do you think? Just piss everybody off. That's what we like to do. We like to piss everybody off. Not just one person. Everybody. Hang on, guys. Re-ratcheted. Say everything. Oh, no, I lied. For ratcheted, something came loose now. Please. Stupid parking lot. Alright, continue on to the dump. We have a dump that's closer, but I have to go a half an hour away now because our dump closest to us will not allow us to take dump trailers, which is what that is. Even if I unload it by hand, they won't take it. Because you have a dump trailer, you have to go to the one that's 30 minutes away no matter what. Which is stupid. Now it looks like it's going to ride. It's about 45 miles an hour. Everything should be riding now fine. Hello, Madrid Street? Madrid Street, well, hello. Are you in Madrid? That'd be cool. Always wanted to go to Madrid. The company I used to work for actually had a work site in Madrid. I was going to work on getting because I'm an aircraft mechanic by trade, I was going to work on getting my license to be able to work in the UK, in the EU. But I never finished that out. I never was able to get that done. I didn't have the money to pay for it, and they didn't want to pay for it, so we didn't do it. But I would love to go to Madrid. My wife has already been to Spain, much to my chagrin. She talks about it very lovingly, and I have no idea what that's like. I've never been there. In the UK, we went to the UK 2 Christmases ago. Took the boys, had a blast. It was a good time. London is beautiful. It's a really cool town. I mean, I'm sure there's ugly places and stuff, but London was fun. We had a lot of fun. We want to go back. But unfortunately, we haven't been back yet. Other trips in plan. We're getting ready to go on a train trip. We're going to take our Highlander, put it on the auto train, and go up to Lorton, Virginia. So there's an auto train you put your car on. It goes from Sanford, Florida to Lorton, Virginia, which is just outside DC. And there's a lot to see around that DC area. So you can, if you take your car, you can drive around wherever you want to go. You don't have to rent a car. You don't have to worry about the insurance. It's pretty cool. It costs $250 to put the car on the train, which is usually less than a rental car. So we take the auto train up, and we're gonna go and see, probably swing by and see my nieces and nephews in Alexandria if they're available, and then, you know, whatever else we can see in DC, because we like DC a lot. This is around our anniversary, so we'll be hanging out, doing, you know, fun things for our anniversary. Then we're probably going to drive up and see my wife's best friend who lives in Long Island. And check in on her. She's pregnant, so we're very excited about all that. And see them guys, hang out, do some Long Island things, which we're always looking for recommendations. The only requirement that I have when we go to Long Island is I need to have a lobster roll from somewhere. I need a good lobster roll. And I like them hot, but not that weird Maine stuff where they like it cold. That's just weird. I like it hot. And don't ever go to Maine and ask for garlic butter for your freaking lobster roll. I got a very cross eye from a local fishing market where we got lobster rolls. This little stand. Yeah, I got in trouble. I did a bad thing. A bad thing. Alright, well, it seems like everything's right and fine now. Oh, there's Orange City's finest. They leave me alone, we're good. He's leaving me alone. We're good. Yeah, he's definitely leaving me alone. Sweet! Okay. Turn on a little AC, because it is Florida. We're in Florida today, heading our way towards Daytona. It is a little warm. Well, it's humid. It's not really warm. It's humid. The humidity is what makes it stuffy. So just turn the AC on. Get rid of the water. No more comments yet. Dang it. Nobody wants to talk? I ain't got no crazy questions for Josh. Nothing? No one out there in YouTube land? Well, that's a bummer. I like talking to people. It's the reason why I'm on YouTube. Anyways. Another fine day in Florida. Be a good day to go fishing. It's got a little bit of wind, so the ocean's probably not much fun. But the intercoastal is always a good place to go. If you like saltwater fishing. Which, once you go saltwater fishing and you have saltwater fish, you don't really like freshwater fishing except for the fun of it. There's only a couple freshwater fish that I actually want anymore, and it would be walleye, which you can't get in Florida, bluegill, perch, whatever is still pretty good. It's deep fried. Catfish is kind of the same thing. It's deep fried is good. But mostly, now that I've been in Florida and I've had saltwater fish, I would rather have that to eat than freshwater fish, which is what I grew up with in Indiana, because that's all we had was bass, catfish, bluegill, sunfish, which is kind of a bluegill, and then we moved here, and I was ruined. Now I like saltfish, and crabs, and stone lobsters, and stone crabs, and, no, spiny lobsters, stone crabs, sorry. Blue crabs are great. But it's interesting how you think that you have some like the best food ever when you're growing up, and then you move somewhere new, and you're like, wait a minute, this is different and better. That's part of life, right? That's part of growing. Learn, experience. That's why my wife and I love to travel. We love to experience the world in different places. We've had some really cool trips. This past December, we went to Hawaii, and I learned from the Kona Brewing head chef on how they make their pork. Because we love pulled pork. They usually smoke it, but we just happened to be there, just like, having a beer in the actual brewery in Kona, Hawaii, because that's like, kind of a cool thing to talk about. And we got a little bite to eat, just got our, had just gotten done with our token vacation tattoo, and we're sitting there at Kona just having some beer, and got a little bit of snacks and got some of their pulled pork tacos, and man, I was like, man, this is really good. And I would love to learn how to make this, because we make pulled pork a lot. The boys like it, we like it, it lasts for a long time, keeps well, so I usually smoke it. And it was funny, the head chef's like, oh, yeah, I really like that. I was like, yeah, man, it's really good. He's like, you come here often? You guys eat this a lot? And he goes, oh, I'm the chef, I make it. It's like, oh, cool, how do you make it? Would you mind telling me? And he was so cool. He's like, yeah, man, I'll tell you. He asked where we were from, told him where we were from. He's like, yeah, no, you're not going to get this anywhere near Florida, that's for sure. So he's like, okay, so he told me the whole recipe, went through the whole thing. If you guys want the recipe, shoot me a message. I'll put a post up there of how to make the Kona Brewing pulled pork. And he gave me the whole recipe, and it was awesome. We had a good time, just hanging out, talking to him, drinking. Let's see, I think I had a longboard, and Coretta probably had. Oh, I don't remember what she had. But we like the darker beers. We like the ambers and the darker beers. We're not ale people or IPAs. I don't know how you guys drink IPAs. The only thing I taste when I drink an IPA is vinegar. I cannot stand it. Vinegar is good for cleaning. It's good for cooking. I don't like drinking it. But yeah, we had a blast, and it was really cool just to sit there and meet somebody new and learn something new in a different place. And we try to do the same thing every time we go traveling. We go hang out, try to meet new people, go to diners. New York's probably got the best diners ever you'll go to, because they're just, it's like a Italian, kind of like a Greek families that seem to keep those running. So you can go in there any time of the night. They're open 24 hours. If you want a piece of tiramisu or a carrot cake, all the way up to an gyro or an open faced sandwich, they've always got it. I mean, you cannot beat the New York diners. They are the best for like that kind of food. But we usually sometimes we're just hanging out at the restaurant or somewhere new, and we meet such interesting people, and they have like these little cool like they just tell you like these tiny little stories about like their area or about themselves, and it's really neat to learn about other people. And I don't know, we seem to make friends well, like easily. We don't necessarily keep long friends for a long time. I mean, we both have a couple, but as far as couple friends, it's kind of hard because we're always traveling and whatever. People are busy. But yeah, that's what we like to do. Somehow I don't think I'm gonna meet anybody very interesting at the dump today. They pretty much know who I am, so when I pull up, they see me and they're just like, "Here's your ticket. See you on your way out." But let's see. So yeah, so we're gonna be going up to Virginia, hanging out for a little while. And then probably driving up to Long Island. I would like to go to Maryland and check it out. I don't know if crab season starts there yet. I gotta look that up. When's crab season start? Does anybody know? I'd love to have fresh crab from Maryland and soft shell sandwich. That'd be amazing. And then we like to just check out the what's going on in the world too around there, the local fair, the local people, the local things to do and have fun. Check out some breweries. You always seem to like find neat things at breweries. There's so many craft breweries now, which is really cool because there's lots of cool places to go hang out and meet people or just people watch. We love people watching. I don't know. Does anybody else like doing that? Just like sitting back and watching the world go by? I do. And let's see. And then we will be back. I think we'll be gone for like a full week. We're leaving this Wednesday, taking the train up, which is really cool. Put your car on. You're there the next day. It's awesome. They have Wi-Fi. They have a dining car. We love going on Amtrak. Amtrak is one of our favorite things to do. The problem with Amtrak, though, is if you need to go short notice, it's really expensive. So you have to plan it out when it's cheaper. I think more people would do rail if they had better pricing on their coach seats and things like that. I really do. I think that they would have better pricing for people that just need to go somewhere fairly quick. Something like the auto train. The auto train, you actually have to take a car on to be on it, but Amtrak also goes through other stations in the area. And we were looking at tickets to just take us to, I don't know, I think we're just going to go to Indianapolis because we're originally from Indiana. And it was just like some ridiculous price of like, it's going to take you 48 hours to get there, and it was going to cost like $750 a person, which was just today's market with air flight and whatnot, the travel for tickets and via air. Amtrak really can't compete, which makes me sad because when we were in the UK, they had trains everywhere. You could go everywhere, and it was not expensive. Really well connected. The railways there were phenomenal compared to here. I mean, I say that, and that's the only thing that I expect, that I know of, is here and UK. But I think I've spent maybe $200 for 4 people to go to Scotland for the day on a train. The same train here would cost us probably like $500. It's like $100 per person. That's one way. We drove back from Scotland. So, $1,000 to go there and back would be, it just doesn't make sense. I can see why so many people wouldn't take the train, because it's just so expensive. But we love taking the train. I like driving too. I like to drive as well. I still have it in my heart that I'm going to have a 98 4Runner that is very dear to me. And I want to fix it up. I have an engine for it that I had someone rebuild for me in Indianapolis. As my machine shop still in Indianapolis. Drove all the way to Indianapolis, dropped an engine off, then drove all the way back to pick it up. And I think that's been about a year now. Since I had the engine, I just haven't had a chance to put it in the car yet. But I want to put it in my 98 4Runner. And I want to fix it up and make it nice, and it's slight overlanding. Because when we were out in St. Joseph, Utah, I think it is. St. Joseph, Utah. It's close to Zion National Park. We were at Zion National Park, and it was just so pretty and beautiful. And there's other trails that you could go on if you had a capable vehicle to go see some petroglyphs and some more natural formations of the world, of the area. And we couldn't go because we were in some little bitty Nissan Sentra, which sucked balls. You couldn't go in anywhere in that thing. There's signs all over the place that says if you are in a 2-wheel drive car, do not go on this trail. You will not make it. You will get stuck. And I don't want to have to call somebody to pull out some stupid Nissan Sentra, because I'm trying to go see some petroglyphs. So it's been a dream of mine to build my 4Runner, my 98 4Runner, and for Greta and I to be able to take like 2-3 weeks and drive around the whole western part of the United States and see things. I really, really want to go see Joshua Tree, and I want to take a camera and a telescope and get a really cool picture of the Milky Way. I mean, I know you can buy them, and I know you can buy a picture from somebody else, and you can download it, and you can see it online all the time. I just want to do it for myself. That's just, I just want to take a camera. I want to see the Milky Way with my own eyeballs, and I want to take a picture of it. Just a simple, silly little dream. So, all right. Well, we're not halfway to the dump, but we're about a third of the way there. Seems like everything's riding fine, so we're not gonna get on the interstate because that's a damn surefire way of getting pulled over. But I'm still gonna take the back roads, so everything seems to ride good. So I should be able to roll out about 50 to 55 miles an hour now. If it was gonna blow off, it's gonna blow off at 45. So we're doing good. But so yeah, we're gonna go on the trip. Then after that, I work for myself, but I actually got a real job. Like I was offered a full-time position for an aircraft firm. So I'm going back into aircraft. Wasn't really on my radar of things to do. But they reached out to me via LinkedIn and said, hey, would you please apply for this job? I said, talk to my wife, Greta. I said, well, what do you think? She's like, apply. See what they had to offer. Okay. So I did. Went applied, got on, went through the process, did a few, 2 online interviews, 1 in-person interview, and got the job. They offered me the job. They offered me a good pay wage. Really excited about that part. It's going to be nice to have kind of a full-time job with insurance and that kind of benefits and things like that. Even though we really haven't, we're healthy enough and whatnot, we really haven't needed the insurance as much. But we are getting older, and it is a concern of mine that things are going to start being closer to that 5-0 range. Things start happening. Bad things start happening. So looking forward to that, and let's turn here. Sorry guys, it's a really tight spot. I need to pay attention while I'm doing here. As you can imagine, driving a full-size Ford with a dump trailer is not the narrowest thing. When there's a lot of traffic, you have to be very careful what you're doing. Fortunately, I grew up on a farm and we pulled trailers a lot, so I took most of my accidents out on fence posts and tractors. So now I'm pretty good at being able to snake through and know if I'm going to fit or not. No new comments yet at the moment. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Let's see. Much, really. I mean, dogs are doing good. We just lost Buck not too long ago, our 15-year-old Aussie. He went for his normal checkup, rabies and shots and all that stuff. They did a blood test and found out that he had leukemia, which to us just didn't even seem real. He was 15 years old. He was older, so he was slower, but he still jumped up on the bed, still jumped up on the couch, didn't act like he had a whole lot of pain and whatnot. Ran around and played with the other dogs in the yard. We tossed the ball. He would jog after. Sometimes he'd run, and then he would jog after. And then he would get tired. He would need to lay down for a little while and whatnot. But we didn't see any swelling. The lymph nodes weren't swollen. We didn't see any signs. So we went ahead and did a second opinion just to make sure. Took him to another vet. Had them do blood tests as well, did an extended panel and whatnot, told them what we were looking at, and we just wanted to get a second opinion to make sure that we're not overlooking anything. And of course, the vet called back and said, yes, it's definitely leukemia. He's 15. They just develop it when they get older like that, which sucks balls because he was 15 years old. The dog was awesome. Like, he was a badass. Like, he hid his pain. This is what the vet told us. He said he is masking his pain for you guys. He must be masking his pain for you guys because he said I gave him a great exam and I didn't see any indications. He didn't even act like he had pain. So, and I knew it was bad when your vet is telling you the normal vet tells us that because we have two vets we go to. We have one that we go to that's real close, and another one we normally take our dogs to. When we first moved to Florida, they go there. It was that vet. It was our second opinion was our normal vet. You know it's bad when your vet starts crying on the phone with you because your dog is sick and he didn't look like it. You know it's bad. So, unfortunately, there was nothing you can do. I mean, when they're 15, there's nothing you can do. I mean, the treatment will kill him. So, and I didn't want that for him. Greta didn't want that. Nobody wanted that for Buck. So we called the vet. They have an in-vet that comes to your house now and gives them a pain shot, helps them go to sleep and take a nap, and then they push the other shot. And that was just a sad freaking day. Sad couple days. We had all the boys over and the kids over the night before, and they all said goodbyes and gave him extra loves and hugs and pets and foods and snacks, and he got Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese, and he got all the things that he wanted. Pizza. Oh my God, that dog and pizza. Got all the good stuffs. And we had a nice little evening, hanging out with Buck, playing with all the dogs. And then the next morning we said goodbye. And that came actually we went over to my mother-in-law's house. So that our house has stairs. And I know in my luck, I would, my only stipulation was that I wanted to carry him out from where he passed to the car, to the vet's car. That was my stipulation. I wanted to carry him out. Because as a puppy, I carried him in the house, and I wanted to carry him out his last day. So I did. And she was cool. So we went to my mother-in-law's house. It doesn't have any stairs because our house has stairs. And knowing my luck, I'd be carrying him out and trip over my freaking face, land on top of him, and it would be just, it would have been bad. Been really bad. Plus, I think that my mother-in-law just really felt honored to be able to be there for his passing because he was such a strong point and a strong personality and a strong part of our lives that he was important to her too, and I wanted her to be a part of that. So we went over to the mother-in-law's house, and the vet came over, and she was very sweet. She actually reminded my wife and I of somebody we grew up with in high school. She had very, very similar mannerisms, spoke just like her. It was really, actually, it was very comforting because it was almost like you had your friend that you knew since you were a kid there with you through this. So we said, we had to say goodbye. And Yuri, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for welcome in. So we had to say goodbye to Buck, and he left. I carried him out to the car his last night. We just got attached this last week. So now I haven't really had a good idea of what I want to do with his ashes. I mean, it comes in a nice wooden box, and you can put the box somewhere or wherever you want, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem right just to leave him in a box and put him on a shelf, because that's not, this is how sentimental I am. In my office there's a stuffed size stuffed dragon that we got at a county fair. And every time he came in the office, he would lay on that dragon. So when I got his ashes, this is how sentimental I am. I took his ashes and put him in the dragon. He's laying in the dragon in my office because that's where he laid when I was in my office. I know, silly, but I'm a sentimental bastard. So he's there right now, but I'd like to do something a little bit different. I've seen things where people have taken their ashes and sent them somewhere, portions of their ashes and sent them somewhere and had them actually turned into like a gemstone. And you can have that then made as a piece of jewelry. So I always thought that would be, I was thinking that would be really cool to take some of his ashes and send them to that place. Have some type of a gemstone made, something blue probably, because he had really very blue eyes. And then have a watch made, because I like watches. I like a lot of watches. But then have that gemstone made in a watch, or put in a watch with a jeweler. So I need to find out how big of a stone I need to have